Final Fantasy might have just taken life gain up a notch, so it got me thinking, why not try to get it to Mythic? Alright guys, life gain is actually a serious contender because it took us all the way up into Mythic today from the middle of Diamond, and it's all thanks to some of these new Final Fantasy cards we got recently, and one of those cards being Aerith, the card that kind of inspired me to build this whole deck, and you know, a card that I feel like a lot of people like. It's a 3-mana card that works a lot like in a Johnny's Pridemate or even an Essence Channeler, where it gets 1/1 counters when you're gaining life, but it has this really cool ability too to pass its counters off to all of your legendary creatures when it dies, which is really nice. Nice little failsafe built into it, and it also has lifelink, which can, you know, grow itself as well as the rest of the board, which is really cool. And then we've also got Minwu. Minwu's probably the best card in this deck because for 5 mana it gives all of your clerics 1/1 counters as you're gaining life. So this basically turns every card into this deck, or close to every card, basically into an Essence Channeler or a Johnny's Pridemate. It gives everything 1/1 counters, which can scale very quickly because again, all of these creatures for the most part are going to be clerics, because things like Sanctifier, that's a cleric. It gains this 1 life whenever creatures enter the battlefield. Same with the core. It's a cleric. It gains those 1/1 counters with the Minwu on the field. So you can see how this kind of cascades out of control. Same as the Essence Channeler. It's another really great card that I'm sure you guys are all familiar with. It gets the 1/1 counters whenever we gain life, but it's also a cleric, guys. So a lot of cleric synergies. Minwu's going to be growing the board, you know, very heavily. And then also we have a lot of bats because of things like the Essence Channeler. We also have the Zora line. Zora line's another cleric. So we got these bat combinations where we're gaining life off of the bats, which is a very traditional way to do the life gain strategy. And this can bring things back from the graveyard, which is super helpful. And because we are bats, we can run the lunar Convocation. I almost messed that up, but this can draw us cards. It deals damage to us, but we're, you know, going to be generating some bats off of it too when we are taking some damage. But there's a lot of synergies built into this deck on taking life as well as gaining life. The Essence Channeler gains flying and things like that, which is really nice. And because we are in the Orzhov colors, Deep Cavern Bat is a must-have in this deck. It gains us life when it attacks, but it also gets to attack the opponent's hand. It's not a cleric. It's the only card that's not a cleric in the deck, but still too good not to have in this life gain build. So that's the deck, guys. Like I said, we grinded all the way up to Mythic today. It wasn't easy. It definitely wasn't easy. We had to work for it, but still, I think life gain's pretty serious, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll see you at the end. Peace. All right, guys, here we go. Our final push into Mythic is going to be today, and we're going to be doing it with some life gain, doing some Aerith stuff here today, and doing some cleric sort of tribal build here. It's been working really well for me so far. We're almost there, and just a couple more games to go. And the opponent throwing down a Fabled Passage. If this is green, it might be a Tifa deck or Landfall in general, maybe like Birds or something. I don't know. Fabled Passage I've typically been seeing a lot of green with. All right, let's go Cleric. At least we can't be countered now, but I don't think that's going to be their game plan, so. You never know, though. I've seen some weird bird landfall decks that run counter spells, but we see a red land here. Okay, so this is going to be probably Dinosaur Reanimator deck. Yeah. All right. Dino Reanimator is really good. It's extremely good. Let's get down the Aerith. All right, expect them to basically win the game next turn if they have the Zombify. Because they're going to get down the Galta and then whatever is in their hand, you know? So, Bitter Reunion, though, comes down. Maybe they're missing out on that Zombify. That's good. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of regret making our Dino Reanimation deck a long time ago. It was such a long time ago. I feel like I contributed to the problem, which is Dino Reanimator. It's a very, very good deck. A very good deck. How do we want to do this? I feel like I definitely want to play this. I'm trying to think if I want to play the Sanctifier or draw a card. Actually, I can't even draw a card. I don't have double black. Never mind. Sanctifier it is. All right, we're in for 4. Maybe we get hit with the Bitter Triumph. We do not. Okay. Let the counters start rolling in here. Keep in mind, I do have the Minwu here. Minwu can really go crazy, especially with the current board state we have with all clerics. This could get wild. Nope, they've got the Zombify. Atali, Voltborn Tyrants, yep. Both are on the field. And they hit another Itali. Or no, there's a brass tunnel. That's good. Got a little nervous there. I thought they hit another Itali. I would have been pretty upset. All right. Is there any chance for us here? Probably not. All right. Not able to attack into us. They didn't hit a land drop. That's good. That is good. Let's go ahead and take some damage on this turn because we want to make sure we're able to create a bat here. And then also give flying to our Essence Channeler. And then everything's getting 1/1 counters now. Everything. So let's get in for 5. I don't need to swing in with anything else. And then we'll create a bat, which will in turn gain us some more life, growing the field even more. I mean, we're going off. We're doing our thing really well here. But the opponent just... I mean, there's not a lot of things that can beat a turn 4 reanimation of Galta. You know what I mean? I guess it was turn 5, but still pretty bad. You never know, though. I'm holding out hope here. I'm holding out hope. Maybe they take some damage and draw a card off of my own card here. Off of my... what is it? Convocation? Lunar? Joins up. What's in the yard? Another Vaultborn Tyrant? That's fine. I can live with that. As crazy as that sounds, I can kind of live with that. Really? You're gonna let me gain 7 here? They're gonna gain a bunch more life though too. Should we try to end them though by like maybe... Like gaining life here isn't... I don't think that's worth it. Let's see, 12. Am I gonna be dead though if I don't? Yeah, I'm probably gonna be dead if I don't. Okay. We have to block. All right, they gain a little bit more life, but we get a little bit bigger, so this is good. But I hate the idea of giving them more card draw and life gain here. Putting them to 25. I'm gonna need a lot of help. That's not a lot of help. I was hoping for something a little more than that. All right, another cleric is good. Here comes a bunch of life gain. Do we draw another card? I don't think so. Maybe. First off, though, we're swinging through. Let's go ahead and swing in with this. This isn't going to stop anything. They all have trample. We're going to get 1-2 more life and then a couple more hits on the Minwu triggers. This is fine. I don't think I'm going to draw a card, though. I think I'm going to stick to, you know, the life that I have now, the total amount of life, because they're going to hit us pretty hard here. Let's see what happens. This is actually a really good game. This is very, very close. Very close, but it just takes one more huge dino to hit the field here and then giving everything haste. Like so. Like so. All right, a lot of life gain, a lot of card draw here. Keep in mind, anything that's legendary that dies will deal its damage to my face because of the Rakdos joins up. We got to remember that. I can gain upwards to what, 24 life here though? That's a lot. That's a lot of life gain. All right, they don't give all their creatures haste. They could have swung through with that last Vaultborn Tyrant too, but chose to miss out on that opportunity. Yeah, you're too late. That's a big oops. Bitter Triumph on the Channeler. Honestly, that's fine. You're gonna let me put that on another lifelink body? I'll take it. I will take it all day, every day. Could have been way worse. Wow, okay. You're just gonna come on in, are you? Okay, we're gonna kill you and kill you. They played this pretty poorly. I'm pretty happy with how this went. Pretty happy with how this went. I'm pretty sure we can win here. Maybe. I guess it's a big maybe, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure we can. Let's draw some cards. Now that we've got the extra life and we know where we're at right now, let's go and draw extra cards here. They get a bat. That does kind of stink that they got the bat there. It can block pretty well. Ooh, well, that's going to pass the counters here and here. Let's draw a card, I guess. That's a good way to start. Land. Okay, this is actually going to be tricky. Hold on, let me think. I think I have lethal here. I think I have lethal. Let me draw one more set of cards, or one more card here, and then let me just see if I top deck like a sheltered. Okay, GG's. Yeah, they see it. They see the lethal. Oh my god, what a first game. I really thought that game was not going our way early on, but my goodness, did we get pretty lucky in the fact that they, didn't activate the bitter reunion. Not that it would have mattered. I gained a lot of life. Their real mistake there was for them to blow up with the bitter triumph, to blow up my my voice, because my voice passed its counters over to here to gain me a bunch more life. I don't know why they did that, but I'll take it, man. GG. All right, we're going first with a pretty cool looking hand, actually. This hand looks fantastic. We got all the legendary and cleric. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect. Glad we're going first too, because we don't have the one drop here, so it's gonna take a second to get us going here. And another cleric off the top. Love that for us. All right, just don't be another reanimator deck of some sort, because we don't have too much for graveyard. Are you kidding me, man? I swear to you guys, if I add anything to this deck that eats up a graveyard, we won't see this deck ever again. Conspiracy, yes. Factual, maybe. I had Soul Cauldron in this deck for just a little while, just to kind of, you know, get rid of running into these kinds of builds, and we stopped running into them. But now they're back. They're back with a vengeance, man. This time, though, only a Voltborn Tyrant in the graveyard. We might have a much better shot of winning this one. Plus, we have a really good start here. So this could end up working out okay for us. So we got life gain. All right, I'm doing this. I'm going for it. Let's go. Let's draw a card. It's a Sanctifier. We're in. We're gaining 3. That creates a bat. We gain another 1 life. Let's go. I'm not too worried about a Voltborn Tyrant. I'm more worried about the Galtas, the Atalis, the things that cascade into some serious problems, you know what I mean? That's fine too, I guess. It's not the end of the world, but it's not good. Yeah, Zombify. Makes sense. Alright. Okay, now we gotta get this down. I want to make sure I take damage this turn though, so let's go ahead and use this as actual pain land. So that way it triggers the bat off of this. Because we're going to gain life here. And we're going to go in over the top for 1. It's not doing much for us for blocking. And yeah, let's just send that in. We're going to gain another life here. All of our clerics get even bigger. And hopefully we outscale the dinos yet again. I cannot believe this is happening twice in a row, because usually this deck actually beats us pretty easily, just because it can really pop off by turn 4. But then again, I really get unlucky a lot of the times. I run into the opponent hitting Galta or the Avatar like every time on 4. These last 2 have not been able to hit the combo super aggressively, so that's good. Let's just spam these. These are really nice to spam because of all the life triggers we're gonna get off of it growing my field. This is crazy, man. Everything being a cleric is so nice. Holy smokes. All right. And then now this is actually crazy. Oh, this deck is so nice. All right, we're going to go ahead and get another card here, and then we're sending in 21 damage. They can only block what? 13. These go over the top. Seems good to me, man. Oh, I had lethal. What am I doing? I should have sent everybody. I had lethal there. I did, didn't I? Because they block there, and then 10. Actually, maybe I didn't have lethal. It would have been close, but I'd have to go back and watch that again. I definitely should have looked before I swung in, though. That's for sure. Holy smokes, dude. Life gain is crazy, man. This card right here is absurd. Minwoo? Minwoo is a menace, dude. My goodness, was that a good game. 2 more to go. Can we do it? All right, we got the opponent going first this time. Our hand looks so dicey. I don't think I can keep this. It's too slow. It's way too slow. This hand looks really good though. I hate taking a mulligan. It really doesn't. It's not. It's not something I love doing. Let's go ahead and get the case down. I think first we're up against Simic colors. At least it's not Dino Reanimator. I guess that's a bonus, right? Seems like it's gonna be another like self-mill, you know, crab sort of deck though, which another deck where it involves the graveyard. Maybe you guys should make your own version of this deck where it has that graveyard hate, you know what I mean? That exiling of the graveyard stuff. Like a flanker could go really well in this deck, but it doesn't exactly follow the synergies exactly well to this build, but it could be helpful for matchups like this and the Dino Reanimator. Oh, it's mill. It's not what I thought it was. Okay. Oh, they're going to be able to get the siege down on 3 now. That was actually why they went with the flood mob there. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, let's go. Does it really... Is there any other line here other than this and the bat? Because I have to grab the monument, right? Have to. If I grab the monument, they're just going to flood mob me and then they're going to get it right back. But it's mana invested into the situation, right? I mean, if I take the flood mob, they're just going to get the monument and start milling me immediately. So, man, bounce mechanics. You gotta be kidding me.
I'll take note.
It's kind of odd the way they did that. I really didn't expect the Jace to come down here this turn. And then they take away the power off of the one without lifelink. That's very, very odd as well. Okay. I guess because they're planning on bouncing this. That makes sense. All right, I see their line here. I'm just trying to figure it out how I want to do this. All right, let's get the core down. So if they're going to bounce the bat, then I'm just going to go ahead and swing in with it right now so I can recast it. Go ahead, do your worst. Pretty smart, pretty smart. They're gonna do it on the end step, which means I can't recast the bat, so we might as well get the channeler in. Then I was really hoping to draw that flood mob out of their hand, you know, during combat there, so I didn't, you know, I didn't get a 1/1 counter on the channeler that I could have gotten because the deep cavern bat gained me life. Could have got the channeler a little bit bigger, but I needed to try. I needed to try to draw out the flood mob from their hand. They didn't bite on it. It's gonna be tricky, man. It's gonna be a tricky game. Oh, okay. That's fine. I can live with that. I can definitely live with that. And now I've got the option to hit the feast here. What's in the yard? Just the Minwoo, huh? Okay. What is going on in their hand here? That's what I really want to know. They're probably going to -2 on Jace here if they can get this to 20. Oh, there's no way they can get that to 20 yet. So what are we doing? Are we plussing the Jace then again? Or are we just going -2 to get the value? Or are we doing a full -3 because you know you're going to lose it potentially? What is their move? This Jace trigger is going to give us a lot of information, I feel like. What you going to do with that? Plus. So they think they can keep it around for another turn and maybe even gain value off of that plus. Let's see. They're taking 2 here, which means this has got to interact with something on the field. What if it's another flood maw? How crazy would that be? That'd be super unlucky. I'm gonna just play the odds and say it's not that and play out these 2 guys here. All right. If they flood mod my deep cavern bat here, that's gonna be tragic. It's gonna be very, very tragic. This is the scariest card by far out of all the cards they have in their deck. That's why I'm really worried about my bat getting bounced here. Because if they get that onto the battlefield, they can mill half my deck on the spot and then just Jace one-shot me pretty much. It's really bad. or vice versa. Jace, you know, big time, and then you know, mill out whatever's left of my deck. Wow, they don't have it. Let's go. Good. I didn't think they would. I think we got this one, guys. I think we got it. Playing against mill control. Oh, they did have it. What is going on? Why would you not bounce the bat during combat there? It seems very odd to me. I feel like that's got to be the play for them. I really don't see why they keep doing it this way, but okay. Oh my gosh, they get one top deck and it turns out to be a stock up. Dude, some people have a lot of luck. I wish I could pay for that kind of luck. That's crazy. I've had some pretty crazy top decks in my day though, but it's funny how I'm like, okay, all they got to do is draw a land here now and we're in a pretty good position, and then they just draw stock up to rejuice up their whole hand. Jace can -2. Draw him another card. But they go for a plus again. Greedy guy. We got Mr. Greedy guy here. A fourth bounce spell. Is it another Flood Maw? Surely not, right? Surely it's not another bounce spell here, right? Got so many cool options here. Actually, I could get a bat out of the yard here and just go hand check them real fast. That could be pretty solid, actually. Hold on, let me do that. Let me go ahead and activate my case here and just hand check them really fast with another Deep Cavern bat. Seems good to me. Hand check. What you got for me? What you got for me? This is good too because it takes some stuff out of my yard. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Creature is flying, enchantment, or draw a card. I'm definitely taking you because you can get back a Flood Maw. We don't love that. I mean, are they just dead here? No, we've only got 11, 12, 13 total damage. That's a bummer. So they're just drawing a card off of this, but they can mill me out a little bit more. Unfortunately, I have to do this. It's kind of lame, but gotta do what we gotta do. Go ahead, draw your card. Oh, destroy creature with flying. Oh my gosh. I don't know why that went right over my head. That one went right over my head. That's fine. Nothing changes about the decision I would have made there, but I don't know why I forgot it. I didn't forget. I read that verbatim. Destroy creature with flying, but completely forgot most of my deck consists of flying creatures. All right. They can one-shot mill me now. I have to kill them on this turn or it's over. Because they're going to get down to Monument and next turn it's over. That's fine. Okay, so 11. We got him. We got him right on time. Holy smokes. Right on time. Oh, they're going to copy a card from the... Oh, never mind. Hold on. Hold on. They bounce my Channeler then with the Flood Maw. Yeah, that's their move. That's their big move. And then they hope to hit a land here off the top so they can just one-shot me with the Monument. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can I still get him here, though? We got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ooh, is that enough? 1, 2 off of this. So this would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, hold on. Let me do the math. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. I think we got him. I think we got him. Thank God for Minwoo here. Thank God for Minwoo, baby. Let's go, man. Cannot believe I still made that mistake after reading that card verbatim about the flying creatures. But other than that boneheaded move, we're one game away from Mythic. Let's go. All right, Life Gain. Take us to the promised land here. We got this. I believe in you. Is it Cutter? That would actually be... Okay, it's not. I was gonna say, Is It Cutter might actually be a good matchup for us finally, but no, it looks like another probably not so great matchup. Weird graveyard stuff already. I'm gonna guess Yuna of some kind. Yuna though has white in it, so it might be 4 colors. Yeah, probably it could be a 4-color Yuna deck. You never know. maybe even 5-color Yuna deck. That's a good card for me to just go ahead and yoink real fast. Slow down their ramping a bit. Get that ward 2 on my creature. Okay, they had a 1-mana spell they could have cast there, and they chose not to. So it's not a consider or an opt or anything like that, because they would have definitely cast it. Maybe it was a burn spell of some kind, like a burst lightning or something. I don't know. Ugh, ill-timed explosion, really? Alrighty. It's definitely Yuna, though. We see the planes hit the battlefield. It's for sure Yuna. It's not even a question. Yuna is goated at the moment. Authority of Consoles is not cool, man. Not cool. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle to our mythic position here. That's for sure. So if I go Minwoo here next turn, I think it's the best thing we can do. Let's hope they don't find... Okay. Alright, that's tough. If I play Minwoo, it goes to 4, so we don't die to the Roxanne unless they get doubling effects. It's definitely the play here, I think. Roxanne, though, creating double the mana that they need is kind of crazy. I really wouldn't put it past them to be playing Annie Joins Up, which would double the effects of the Roxanne. It's a burst lightning, isn't it? I have a feeling they have one of those because the way they played that first cornucopia hit. It's Roaring Furnace. Wow. Pretty cool. Dude, I can't lie. I think I'm going to do another Yuna deck next for my next video because it's really good right now. And there's so many cool ones that I've been seeing lately. Yeah, I may have to just concede this one and keep it pushing to the next one, guys. We ran out of juice here, unfortunately. The opponent did not. Sweepers were tough. And I really want to get the Mythic in this video. So we'll take the L on that one and keep it pushing. All right, we're going first. Hand looks good. I hope it's, I hope it's a little bit more aggro here. If we can finally get like a mono red matchup or just like an Is It Cutter, which is kind of wild that I'm desperately asking for something like that. Okay, this is a really good matchup. We are looking really good here. I think I'm going to go with this first. I want to get down the Channeler and attach the Shelter to it because it's obviously going to get really, really big. But I think without the core going down first and the Channeler getting bigger really fast when it enters, could be in trouble of like fighting mechanics from the opponent. So just got to keep the core going down first here. You got it. Sure. I may just play the Zora line next. I'm not too worried about much happening here because even if they've got... Oh, never mind. That changes things. That changes things slightly. What is it? The Tifa? Is that the name of the card? Tifa? She's insane. So that's the one card I got to be worried about here. But I've got the answer. And as long as you've got the Sheltered by Ghost, you shouldn't be too worried about it. All right, get in for 2. In fact, I think this will be our... This should be one of our easier games we've had today. This and like any sort of aggro deck when we have Shelter by Ghost is going to be very, very nice. A Blast Zone is kind of crazy. If they trigger that to 2, that's kind of nutty. Sure, you can have that. Oh, it gets 2 basics if they get to 4 power. Is that right? 3 or more 1/1 counters. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, man. Holy cow. All right, we're gonna go with you then, and then we'll just go ahead and Shelter by Ghosts. They may have a protection spell here, though. I wouldn't put it past them to have a protection spell for the Chocobo here. Yep. Snakeskin Veil. That's fine. We're gonna go ahead and gain the 5. It's got Vigilance too. Don't mind if I do. Now, if I block with the core, I can get it right back with the Feast if I want to. It's something that's possible. They might have more Snakeskin Veil effects here. I've seen players running this deck earlier today too, and it was just like, it was literally just a Chocobo and Tifa, and the rest of their deck consists of just protection spells. So I wouldn't put it past them to have a lot more in hand. I also wouldn't put it past the opponent to get this blast zone up to 2 and pull the trigger on it, which would be really, really bad because the Chocobo would, you know, obviously not be affected by that. An ooze. I didn't expect that. Okay. Okay then. Is there anything I can do here that would get me potentially lethal? Not really, right? I'm gonna just do this. I don't really want to run out of Sheltered by Ghost with this much mana open. We've seen it already. The opponent with running the Snakeskin Veil. I'm not too concerned about trying to take their Chocobo, especially if they're not going to attack with it. I'll just keep going over the top of them with the 6/4 body and gaining life, and then I'll just create another bat, and that will hopefully trigger the Channeler to grow even more. I thought they had a fight mechanic there, an instant speed or something. I think maybe they thought the Chocobo can block, but it doesn't have flying, my friend. But my Channeler does. All right, and then the good news is the opponent doesn't have any trampling in this deck usually, so except for Tifa, so I should be okay with this. No, they got savvy to the blast zone here. I thought they were honestly gonna just let that go for a while. Looks like they're gonna pull the trigger on it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, so if I hit a land drop though, I'm probably gonna use the case, get back my Channeler, and attach another Shelter by Ghost to it. Seems all right. Seems all right. Let's put the 7 counters on the flyer. That might honestly just be enough. Yeah, GG's. Okay. They didn't have an answer for the 1/1 counter transfer. Very nice. Let's go. One more game. One more game. Okay, here we go, guys. This is the one. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Hand looks good. Got the Deep Cavern Bat to go look at their hand really quick. Take a quick little peek and see what's going on. Here we go, guys. I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I really, really just want to get the Mythic and close this thing out and call it a video. Actually, I don't know. We might need to play another game or two. I'm not too sure how much time we've eaten up yet for this video, but I want to try to get it to at least 40 minutes here, so we'll see. All right, they're here. Let's go. And a land that deals damage to me. Oh, man, don't be Omniscience. I guess if it's Omniscience, it's a pretty good thing I've got these bats, right? Is it Omniscience? It is Omniscience. Okay. Spell Pierce. Non-creature spells, right? Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's take this, and then let's take the stock up. That should shut him down for a couple of turns. Definitely feels like Omniscience, though. Archaeologist. Ouch. And they get the Abuelo. That's not good. That's not good because I have to make a really difficult decision here, guys. It's like, do I just go in and take the Abuelo and then they just hit a stock up to find another one? Or do I take the stock up to stop them from setting up the Awakening? I feel like I have to take the stock up to like negate the setup for them potentially filling up their graveyard. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Because the Abuelo is basically worthless without an Omniscience in the graveyard, right? They do have the Invasion for sure. They can bring... Well, actually, can they bring that back? Non-or enchantment card or artifact? Yeah, they can't. Okay, good. I didn't think so. For a second there, I thought, wait, can they bring that back? That would have been pretty bad. But even so, I still think I would have taken the stock up even if they could bring that back. They seem to be struggling here. That's good news for us. They drew something that can be played. Oh my gosh, it's more card draw and discard. I guess that's to be expected though. That's all their deck is. It's drawing cards and discarding cards. So I expect them to find quite a few of those. Gotta get my Minwoo down here, man, and we're gonna be cooking. I gotta get some power on the board though. Hopefully I can get a Channeler or something like that. Nope. Nope. I mean, the core is something though that will grow exponentially with a Minwoo on the field, but it's just a little bit slow, man. We're giving them a lot of time to work with here. A lot of time. These priority holds are gonna kill me this game. I can already feel it. What is the priority hold for here? I mean, it's got to be another 1 mana. Is it a... Oh, it's a bounce effect? Oh, it's a dispersal, isn't it? It's Flood Maw. Okay. Now I'm really wishing I would have played this land here over the other one. I mean, I guess that's fine, though. They go stock up. I've got the bat in hand, so you're allowing me the opportunity at least to steal the Abuelo again, even if you get the graveyard filled up here. The bad news is I can't play the Minwu, so I'm hoping that I can find something. Okay, I don't. Hear me out, hear me out. They don't have the Omniscience in the graveyard yet. They don't have much mana to work with here, so I'm thinking I need to get down the Minwu before the Deep Cavern Bat, so I can start growing the board as fast as possible to really try to close this game out. This could be a mistake, but I think it's the right call. I think it's the right call, man. Here we go. Here we go. It's another dispersal? No, it's not. Okay, let's block. Okay, so we got a board growing pretty fast now. And I've got a Deep Cavern Bat to take the Abuelo. Hopefully they don't find 2 Abuelos. That'd be bad. If they somehow... Okay, that's tough. That's tough. I will say. That is pretty tough. And then a Dragon Storm. Cool. Omniscience to the yard. Oh, is it Omniscience to the yard? I don't think it is. They would have been pretty quick on the draw there. I feel like if they had it. That's good. That's good. That's good. So... I think it's going to be the core into the Deep Cavern Bat. Let's take the Abuelo. They've only got 3 more they can pull, so here we go. I have lethal, but they could draw into a dispersal here or another Flood Maw. Looks like they're running quite a few, you know, answers and removal spells here, or not removal, but, you know, interactive pieces. Lockdown is one of those. Lockdown does take the core and the bats, putting me in a pretty bad spot too. Yep, that's what I was kind of concerned about. So, oh gosh, another one. And then an Abuelo hits their hand again. They get an Ugin too? What in the world? Still no Omniscience in the yard though. I mean, that's nice. That's really nice. I mean, this is not the worst thing in the world for sure. If I activate this as a creature land and swing in, that's going to be 2 guaranteed damage. This doesn't get any bigger though. Yeah, I think it's got to be Minwu. I think it has to be. Come on, man. Please, please, please don't make me lose this game. There's a really small possibility the opponent pulls this out here if they play the dragon, whatever, and discard an Omniscience, and then they have the 4 mana for the Abuelo. Yep, here we go. Here we go. Oh, let's go. Okay, 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 okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's freaking go, dude. Okay. They have to have found a dispersal or a Flood Maw though, at least, right? They have. Oh, they did not. They got... We hit Mythic, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. We hit Mythic. It was a heck of a grind to get there today, but we did it, man. I'm gonna just make sure I play this perfectly because I cannot afford any mistakes. They're tapped out. There's really nothing else to do except for swinging in here, but I want to make sure. I've been known to miscalculate and do some things wrong, so taking my time there. GG's though. We're in Mythic. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, if this game goes quick enough, it may make the cut for the video. You never know, but we are in Mythic. Let's give it a run here. Let's see how we do. Could be seeing another, you know, style of gameplay here from the Mythic players as opposed to all the graveyard stuff we've been seeing along the way. You never know. Never know. Mono green with a scrap gorger, huh? Should we take a look at their hand? I feel like that's a yes, right? I feel like that's a definite yes. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Okay, more landfall nonsense. Hydra's the scariest card here. That Chocobo, though, is a nightmare because if they get a third land drop, they can start playing things off. Oh, they don't need a third land drop. Yeah, they can start playing stuff from the top of their deck now, which is a bit of a problem. The tunnel. I'm surprised they didn't save the tunnel there for when the Chocobo came down next turn. I like that. I'm gonna give them the Chocobo, actually. I'm gonna give them the little baby Chocobo here. I'm gonna shoot. I don't know. I'm gonna go with this, actually. I'm gonna go with this. Get some lifelink growing here. The matchup calls for lifelink. There it is. At least I know the Deep Cavern Bat can take away their protection spell, which will allow a good Shelter by Ghost down the road. I mean, I'll trade that. Does this give indestructibility, though? Yeah, it does. Never mind. Indestructibility. Not fun. All right, we're definitely going to do the Deep Cavern Bats. They're going to play that card in response, which is totally fine. Go ahead. Play it on your Chocobo. I feel pretty safe with this one, though, guys. I feel like we're on... Oh, they played the 1/1. Okay, nice. Feel pretty good about this game. I feel like we're locked into this one. We're going to get some good attacks over the top here with the Bat. They will and could block this with both of these, which is at the end of the world. Not really, but I don't think I'm willing to make that trade. I think I'd rather keep Aerith on the field. Especially with two bats swinging through. That's a lot of potential for growth, and just can't pass up on that. If I get this down next turn, I mean, that's wraps. That's wraps. All right, I was hoping this game would go pretty fast, though, so we can fit into the video. So we need the opponent here to start hitting okay and pass turn and stuff. Oh, it looks like they're back. All right. They're exiling things from their graveyard, sure. That doesn't bother me. Scrap Gorger eventually goes to 3/3. It is what it is. Not too worried about that. I'm surprised they haven't found any land off the top of their deck with the Chocobo. All right, GG's, I guess. All right, well, I'll edit the end of that, I guess. Anyways, first game into Mythic is a win. You love to see it. Life gain, pretty serious, guys. Pretty serious stuff. GG's.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yes.